Oh, she's up.
Oh, shit.
That's a much better seating.
Yeah, that's
It's
yeah,
much
it
better
is.
now.
And I reckon with your mate's camera that if we borrowed it would be too much because it said 1080 and 720
Oh,
other
no.
or other.
Yeah, no, that doesn't matter because what happens with the other one is it's got really good clarity. Like
Yeah,
it'll
but
morph in on
some
your face.
computers can't handle that clarity.
Oh, this one can.
Yeah, no, but other people that are watching us, that's what they said before.
Oh, okay. No, well, yeah, I don't. I think that differs. It depends what we've set the stream at. If we've set it at 1080,
Yeah.
then everything's 1080,
Oh, right.
even the camera.
Yeah, because they said
Mm.
1080 and 720 are the best for the fact that most 90% of computers can handle it and are streaming it outside. Well, your computer's one of the best you can buy.
Well, not really anymore because that was 4 years ago. It was a good computer, but
Yeah, now there's fucking it's
it's the card on this is pretty old.
now
but
you can get 6K.
You know, 8K,
8K.
16, maybe even 16. I don't know.
8K,
I know
yeah.
there's definitely 8K.
Yeah, right.
Everything like things are just going to get crazy realistic in the next 10 years.
So anybody out there see you're cool on your face.
You just remember what it was like in the 1990s, man, and then all of a sudden, 10 years later, all this shit started coming out. So
Where it was all pixels you zoomed in.
yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
pixelated.
It's the world's gonna change, man, and God knows what it's gonna be like, to be honest.
I reckon soon you won't have screens. It'll be all it'll just be a computer and it just projects out like a hologram.
Yeah, like sunglasses. I mean, they probably already have them, but those sunglasses that air everything.
Everyone's gonna have cancer.
Too much radiation.
Like it's like the fucking internet coming in right on their head.
Yeah, you never know.
Everyone's gonna have cancer, bro. That everyone's gonna live younger. Nice.
Would hope not. I try and, as a rule, I kind of stay away from
That's why I like
Bluetooths and stuff like
That's
that.
why I like how you've got cords for everything. I just hate that the cords get tangled out.
I hate the cords, but yeah, to be honest, I didn't even like using this wide headset that I had.
That's why if I build my house, I'm getting USB plugs everywhere in my rooms. And they link in together. So I can put a USB plug there, plug my USB mic into there, and have my computer plugged into the one over here, and they link in.
That would be brilliant.
It's a wire through the wall. Right? A wire through the wall.
Definitely need to update them with USB ports on them too, for that reason.
But then that means, because you've only got the old ones, you'd have to rewire.
I'd like that system with the Ethernet cable,
Yeah.
some Ethernet cable ones.
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Now that I've got the technology out, I'm going to have at least a USB and at least probably one on each wall of the room, down low where the plug would be. Just so if I change my room around, I can sit there and have it plugged in there. And
I used
have cables to trip over.
Yeah, I got sick of the Ethernet cables. I mean, back when
Unless you go under the carpet and you got thick underlays so you don't feel the cables.
I used to game, I used to just run Ethernet cables from here to here, and it was kind of annoying. So I just ended up getting one of these antennas for the Wi-Fi, and that gets crazy boosted really good. So it gets good connection. But to be honest, I don't. Yeah.
Right, if you got little kids, I recommend having the internet plug hardwired into your computer, not wires, because it gets sleeping patterns and that of the kids. That's why you don't have your internet going when you're asleep.
Yeah, I've got a little thing of just turning it off. There's a little button on the back of it, just walk past it, turn it off, forget it.
Because they late at nights when high frequencies come out of your modems because big companies are taking, because of these people big companies are taking the opportunity to do it downloaded at that time of night because there's no interrupt in there. So
Yeah, that
bring
makes
out
sense,
higher
yeah.
frequency. And the more less people on there, the more energy that they turn off. Well, if they're not on the internet, then it's coming mainly to you because you're still on the internet playing a game or whatever.
And I remember when internet used, I mean, it's quite expensive now, but I remember when good broadband came out, it was really expensive. And where I was out country, I had to get that the antenna aerial stuff.
Oh,
And-
we've got that now.
Yeah, and like playing online, you know, you got like
You've got a
probably 170
satellite
latency to your closest server, you know.
satellite dish and you run to the TV tower.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 But it was better than nothing, and I used to game on it for years, man.
Yeah.
Because the game
Well,
that I
it's
played.
fast now because he's upgraded to 5G, so now we can actually watch movies on it now. It used to be too slow for that.
Oh yeah, that's good.
It used to be you had to wait for it to load at least half the movie so you wouldn't catch it.
Can you move just around a little bit that way, and I can get my. Kind of, we still need to get in and kind of arrange the place a little bit more, you know.
Yeah.
There's a lot of work to do, really.
Yeah,
But the sound booth kind of needed to be that big, because otherwise it was a waste of time putting the energy into it.
yeah.
You know. That pan's good.
That pants and godsend.
It's probably the best fan that I've
Yeah,
actually.
they were right in the winter months. The computer will keep us warm.
Even here, yeah.
But would it be better to have the fan that's half blown on the computer, keeping it cool?
No, because like you feel the outside of it. It's probably cold when it's streaming. It doesn't use too much because the CPU's
That's
water
more
cooled.
cool too.
But when I'm gaming, like in 4K, if I was gaming,
It
it gets hot. Like you touch it, it's about 70 degrees probably.
Does that ever run out of water? Do you have to top it up?
I've never replaced it. I think it's just there's probably coolant in there, and
Like,
I just
what,
normally run my
car?
cars into the
What,
ground,
80
so
bricks?
I never change my car. I don't know. I mean, like once every 5 years, maybe.
For your radiators in the
Yeah,
car?
if that.
Yeah, well, that's all you need to do.
My oil hasn't been changed for 3 or 4 years. I don't know, but I don't drive it that much. You know what I
If
mean?
you're not doing big Ks, yeah.
I changed the
you're
oil in my
right.
new car.
You're doing bigger Ks than you go to Christchurch. quite-
Yeah, not in that though. Not in that.
Oh,
Just-
Rano, they can come go forever.
Yeah. No, they run on anything.
Yeah, but the new car was
That had synthetic oil in it, and I actually decided to
what?
change it to mineral oil because it was $130 or something for the
Yeah, but
synthetic
what's it
stuff.
say it should have?
Synthetic oil.
Oh, right.
Yeah. But I just
That
went full
means you
mineral.
just this means you got to change the oil more regularly. 'Cause it doesn't
I
last.
find, to be honest, when I feel synthetic oil, and I still don't believe that the normal oil is not better, because normal oil after so many years keeps its consistency.
Yeah, it
And the
does.
synthetic, I touched it. It might have been used synthetic, and it had been there for a few years, but normally, and it was cleanish though. And normally, car oil would be still,
It'll be
have
black, but it'll
It'll still have lots
it
of
won't have
lubey
any
stuff,
grit in
yeah.
it, eh?
lubrication in it. But this stuff, he was like water. It was like running down my fingers, and I could
Oh,
just feel
yeah.
nothing. It was like the synthetic had just died, but I don't know what the story with that one.
Synthetic, you don't want normal car oil in say like a Holden, like a B6 Holden, than the late model ones, or a V8 Holden. You want synthetic because normal oil's a lot thicker, eh?
Yeah, it is.
And it clogs up to, because it's a V6, only the breather's only really good on the one side, and on this side it's got a real small breather,
Yeah.
and clogs it up. So what most people do is they drill out the breather and get like a mini pop filter
Yeah.
and put it in their hole to give it more air, and then the car never clogs up, and you can use that normal oil.
That's a good idea.
Well, I've just learned that because Mum and Dad bought a Holden, had it for 2 years, and it did that exact thing, and we cleaned it and
Put it back through.
because it's only got like a 2 mil hole for it to breathe on one side of the V6, and on the other side it's got a freaking like 20, 30 mil hole.
Enough to put a filter.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
we drill it out to the same as that one and put a filter in it, or we buy the filter to suit.
That's a brilliant idea.
You buy the filter to suit, so the hole's probably about as big as the Indian white.
No, it's
Whereas the other side's got a filter about the size of this lid. And the side that doesn't have very good, it's only got a 1 or 2 mil hole. So it blocks up real quick.
I understand.
So we did that and we've never had problems.
Hey man, I'm just gonna go grab a drink of water.
Yeah. All good. Yeah, so if you get one of those Holdens, the 3.6 motor in it, you've got to freaking do oil changes every 7,000,
Oh, that's crazy.
or the computer will fucking start playing up until you change it, and then you've got to reset the computer and it'll start making the car shake or run real.
Go into limp mode, yeah.
Yeah, limp mode.
So they make it so that I guess they make it so that it's the computer's like
protecting the
you
car.
need and it's getting money. They're getting money from it. So
Yeah, they're holding like they must do it. So
they must have some sort of
they have to buy this special oil, and we're gonna make money out of oil changes.
well, they must wonder how they'd be making money though, because it'll be the regular
That's why
workshop
the
doing the oil change.
Old 3.8 ones. Like
Or you mean the actual dealership has to do the oil change and that
no,
they
for the first 5 years of the warranty, right?
and then you probably pay like $120
And you pay
or more.
whatever. Yeah.
Well, it'll be more than that. That's probably what a normal car.
That's
normal
probably
car
what it
is,
cost
oil
back in
change.
the early 2000s when we were first driving.
I do all
Now
my
it's-
oil changes.
I do now, but if I had a brand new car and wanted the warranty, then you have to do it then. If you do it yourself, you lose your warranty.
Yeah, I just buy old
That's why
old cars.
That's why I like to not go any newer
Cheap
than
and nasty.
2004. Because then you
Yeah.
don't have all the computer booklet.
Yeah, I mean, I've always driven cars in the 80s and 90s, and now, like I haven't really.
I've only had one car over
I don't-
2000.
I don't even think I've had a car over 1999.
I like the
Yeah.
2000s.
I haven't. No.
Not
No.
that I can.
No.
I like the 2000s because now, and from 2000 onwards, it's only the 1 year warrants. Anything older than that, 6 months.
Yeah, I was 1 year out on that. That's unfortunate.
My mate's got a 1999 car, and he only got 1 year warrants. But I like the 2000
Whoopsie daisy.
But he had, yeah, my mate gets the 1 year once, and his is a 1999 Camry.
I don't know
But
what's.
because they're 5-star rating, that's
Oh.
why he gets, and they're so close to the 2000s, he gets the 1 year once because it's 5-star rating, and it's 1 year off the 2000s.
Yeah, and warrants as well now. They've gone up to about $75 per warrant.
With the old Caltex station, that workshop, they charge $100 a warrant.
Yes, you've seen the gas stations gone now, and just
Oh.
everything's getting run by robots, and
Yeah, well,
you know.
yeah, well, that's where I bought you from Vinto.
Oh, did you go there and buy
Yes.
something there? So there's a shop in there now.
The shop's still there, and you can still pay for your gas.
Oh, you can.
You still can pay for your gas there.
Okay. And is it
But
still?
it's got self-service for.
Oh, I see. So do they still have
But
like
it's still the same. It's still
lawnmowers and
it's
things
still
like
the
that?
Husky shop.
Okay.
It's still the exact same shop.
It's just a different logos.
It's just
Look
now
at someone
they-
else's own.
now they're going self-service.
Oh god.
Everything. So eventually,
Yes.
the mechanics is still around there. It's still the same people. It's just
Oh,
under
okay.
running. It's called Brunners.
Yeah. It looked quiet.
Brunners.
It looked quiet.
Yeah. So yeah, it's all the same. Just
Mm.
same people working there.
Yeah. No, that's good. Yeah, because we don't want to take any more work out of the place. It's not enough as
Wow.
it is.
They're trying to make a cashless society.
Yeah.
Make robots do all their work.
Yeah, it really puts us
I-
out
I'd
as
hate-
robots.
I'd hate when they finally bring out self-driving cars.
I'll be a little bit afraid of them, to be
scared.
honest. If I'm driving down the road and there's a car coming to me that is run by a computer, I mean,
How would it
I have
know?
to trust my life in that
How would,
computer.
yeah, but how would that computer, if there was someone walking along the footpath, how would, and that humans don't think sometimes and they just cut across,
Exactly.
would that car recognise someone going, oops, do a chum running out because the ball went across the road, like a little kid?
Well, this is the
Whereas
thing.
we, us humans, if we're any good, us good drivers, would look ahead and see all the hazards ahead and go, you could come out, there's a pedestrian crossing here.
Because sometimes there's glitches in the
That's right.
systems and computers, and a file can crash, and you never know
And the
Whether
car
it's
can be
something-
hacked by a hacker.
when it's a repair needed to be done on it, and someone wasn't repairing their car, and the sensors were all broken, and they had a crash, and the sensor broke,
But only good thing,
and then that sensor was not able to read the person running out on the side of the road, then there could be a problem.
the only good thing about self-driving cars is if there's an accident and it crashes up into another car, it's more likely to be another self-driving car.
They'll just be attacking each other all over the place.
Like how
It'll be
you
like
still have-
iRobot.
you still have to have, like, if you're a courier driver and you had a self-driving van, you'd still need the person in the car to actually take the mail out of
that-
the
that
car
is-
and take it to the front door.
That is the rule, is these self-driving cars, they have to have someone in the passengers, in the driver's seat, But, they're already there, they're already here, and they're already
Yeah.
driving around.
BMW's got
Watch
one
out.
already, but you've got to tap the steering wheel every 30 seconds to keep it so it knows you're still there. And then all you have to do is, if you want to drive, just grab hold of the steering wheel and take over. And then you let go and push the button and it self-drives again.
It's crazy.
But it has to go, you have to drive it the first time to that location, and then it must videos how it got there, and go there the same. But,
Imagine an off-roading one, like
like Rodham,
an automatic, it'd
The
take you
Army's
down
got-
off-road trails
the
instead,
Army's
and you
got-
could just sit in the back of the car and,
you know the Army's got them already,
really? So they can
So-
GPS locations.
It's got a laser thing on the roof of it, and it spins around and takes a map of the area in front of it and shows it. It's so that they can go into highly dangerous locations.
No
Yeah.
shit.
There's heaps of landmines in there.
That's
So it
insane.
just blows up the truck instead of blowing up human. So if they're carting like food aid to the village, and there's fucking heaps of other snipers watching, you can just, it self-drives it. You can look it up on YouTube.
Yeah, chuck it on, man. Chuck it on. And like amphibious vehicles, I'd love to see them.
Army truck, self-driving army truck. Oh, and then it's killed.
Nah. YouTube's pretty smart. You know? That TV is a hell of a lot brighter than the other one.
Yeah.
Doesn't show a proper representation of.
Yeah. Is that one? Is it? Yeah. Right there.
Let's check it out.
Is that it? They look like that. That might be one.
Alright.
Or that one down there. US Army set, yeah, that's them. The ones on the trailer.
Check it out. Let's have a look.
They've got a rotating laser thing on the roof.
Yeah, it's massive, eh? Has it got tracks on it? Are they wheels?
No,
No, they're wheels. Oh, they're meaty
Oh.
wheels.
8-wheeler.
Jeez, it looks like similar to a build of like a crane or something, eh? It's insane.
That one, the tank carrier. By the looks. It's doing what the people want it to do. Come closer. Stop. And it's self-driving. It's doing all that itself.
Oh, we gotta move that up.
The tank carriers. See, look at that. It's like a Nintendo controller. If you
Oh, what, is he actually, he can control that, you reckon, with
You
it?
can if you want to drive it with a Nintendo controller.
Huh?
If you want to drive it yourself, yeah.
That's cool, man. They'll be made of some solid steel.
They can look like
Ram
going
the
up
trees
Denniston
down.
now. We went up there with that time.
Yeah.
They'll do that real easy. Somebody that's like laughing at it.
Oh, it's easy, yeah. they got like about 8 wheels and like suspension on it.
Yeah, they'll just laugh at us because their wheels can go like, they can climb up staircases.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool. No, there's some really cool vehicles that are coming out with, eh?
Yeah.
I personally love a little amphibious vehicle, you know, something, but a small one, just a very small one, maybe the size of the 12
Yeah, one that
bikes.
doesn't need an oil tanker to cart around, but you just...
Wait, have a look. Do they have an amphibious quad? Maybe.
I think they do. One
Yeah,
that can
have a
go
look.
one that can go on water.
But yeah, it's even like yeah, and after we should check out if there's such a thing as a submersible quad.
Submersible.
Yeah, check out the amphibious. Well, yeah, we call it amphibious as
And amphibious.
you know, it can walk on land and water, right?
Amphibious.
Yeah, it's pretty steady. It's
Amphibious.
pH. It's ANPH.
Yeah, it's down there.
Quad,
Amphibious.
yeah.
I've got it. AMPH. Yeah, they're cool. But they wouldn't be good off-roaders, though. Would they?
Not sure.
That
So,
boat one.
that one that we just seen the
That
screenshot
one
of
wouldn't
the
be
lift
so
through
good off-roading
off-roading.
like what we want to do.
No, but if it's gonna be like fast on the road, well, that's sick, man.
Yeah, but because it's
It's like a Cybertruck,
got a
but it's a
boat
quad
hull.
version.
boat hull underneath.
He's drifting it out.
Yeah, but we can't go down mountain road.
Wow. Oh
That
man,
fast.
nah, that is next level.
That'd be cool on the Buller River.
That's awesome.
Or out at sea, eh?
Wow.
That'd be expensive, eh? Well, they would.
Oh, you'd be
Oh,
thinking,
man,
you'd be
man.
thinking 60
At least 50 grand, eh?
at least. Yeah, definitely, man. But this is the
That's like a
awesome
jet
story.
ski, eh?
It's like a
jet
looks
ski.
like a Corvette on the back, you know, kind of like cross Corvette. Anyway,
It's like a jet
it's
ski
pretty
you got
cool.
now, eh?
It's awesome. So we can just do
That's
that.
exactly like a jet ski, the handlebars.
It is. See, we can do that. We can just go like
Oh,
this.
yeah.
Boom! As soon as you got it up,
Yeah.
yeah, it comes through pretty
That's
well.
cool.
It is, man. Oh wow, that's cool.
Just go down the boat ramp and it floats as the wheels are coming up.
Wow. Let's check out like a submarine
Oh,
pod.
submarine pool.
Yeah, let's check out a submarine pod.
Submersible. So
So
just go submersible. Yeah.
yeah, yes.
Okay. There won't be submersible, could it? Oh,
Oh, that one's a
that
good
that one.
I think it was similar. to
Oh, what
it
was that? They're not submersible, they're just,
Just people driving through the water.
yeah.
Yeah.
Wonder how far that three-wheeler from your dad's girl goes.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it probably has a speed limiter on it.
If it does
Because that's China, you know, for China.
if it goes 50 k's or 80 k's,
I don't think it'll go 80. I think it'll probably only go 40 or 50. But I have no idea.
I'd love to buy it. Looks
Yeah.
cool. Looks brand new still.
Yeah, I think it is.
It's got Chinese writing all over the side.
Yeah.
I've seen it before when I went to Sumo.
That's fully.
Oh, that's the upper side.
There's two. Holy shit.
That'd be cool though, I know those. But that'd be expensive. You'd
That's
be
great.
paying like 40 grand for those, eh?
Oh, you would. You would.
We can get our, our trucks are cheaper than that. Get a Toronto for 12 grand.
I would rather, just strip a Toronto out and turn it into a buggy like that. Just roll cage it.
Or,
You know,
or
lightweight it.
we'll get a Suzuki like mine and do it. Or, nah, I reckon Toronto.
Well,
Or something with a deck on the back.
you want something that you can lift up. To be honest, you want solid axles, so your one would be pretty good.
Or something like that.
Off-roading with solid axles is kind of safer, you know. To be honest, like even going down the rivers like we used to on my one, man, I used to wonder why that suspension still held together. But all the shims fell out, and that's why my camber kind of went out. You know, because once you're rattling around all over the rocks, you kind of
Yeah,
kind of lose that.
yeah. What would be a cool quad bikes? We need to do quad bike. Hey,
We definitely need to get quad bikes.
and then we just take a truck somewhere with our quads on the back and
Yeah, well, we can, with that way, it's,
Or we go get quads, and if we get enough, or save enough money to buy a transport trailer, like one of those car ones, they'll be able to fit 2 bikes on.
I could fit 2 quads on my trailer, bro. You just have to have we just need to bolt a wheel brace on the upside so they sit up like this, so the wheels are up on one side of the trailer. You could fit 2 quads on there easy.
Side by side.
Yeah,
Or
side by
in
side, side by side. You just great, like we don't need to spend money on a big one like that. But yeah, definitely quads. I feel after off-roading experiences and the dangers of being in a truck and really rolling it
You would need
numerous times. I feel that
over the back there.
I feel that quads are going to be more of a chill kind of
You'll
trip
need
because if we're going down to
you'll need a
somewhere,
roll bar over the back there.
nah, I would rather be able to jump off quickly and not get hit by the roll bar.
Just you know how tractors have the bar over the back behind
Yeah.
them. So
I
this so it rolls over. Because my uncle killed himself while driving on a rod. It rolled and landed on him.
I think
I couldn't get away from it.
I understand. A lot of people have passed on it, and that's quite sad. I think that if you're by yourself, then it's quite easy for that to happen. And you can.
I would just do it for my safety.
I've
I did well when on myself.
I've flipped a quad over a couple of times. I've drove quads, you know, because I've been on the farm for quite a few years, so I drove a lot of quads and I have a lot of experience in quads already. So that is going to bring, it's going to be
Yeah,
helpful.
yeah, and sometimes if you're doing a gnarly corner, it's
Right.
best to get on your one leg on that side and have your knee on the seat and lean over the opposite way of what it
Yeah.
actually wants to
Especially
do.
if you're going to drift out, like if I'm going to be doing a donut, I'm like hanging on the inside of the donut.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah, so it doesn't want to
yeah, and you get, I've never like
Yeah.
if drifting, I've never really flipped it or anything like that. I'm very good at drifting. It's one talent I do have.
Oh,
especially-
that time at the beach when we were having time trials, and I almost hit the freaking rock wall at the end because I knew if I turned sharp, the bike would just go
Where was this?
down the Nile. You know, the beach, go down Beach Road, and there's that house at the end of the, by the bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's got a rock wall now, just stop the sea from taking it out.
Oh, it's crazy.
And it's good. I
You
didn't
hit the
slow.
wall.
I didn't slow down. We had our stopping zone was about 10 meters from the wall, and I was like, I had the slowest time at the time, and I was like, I'm not slowing down until I get to the finish line, and I was full snot going past the finish line, and the bike didn't have very good brakes, so I only just managed to slow down enough to turn the bike without it wanting to
You're
freaking
lucky.
flip over. My mates were like, fuck off. Oh, I thought you were definitely gonna die. Or splat the wall. I was that close.
I think we've had quite a few close calls in our times, you
Because
know.
the quad
Driving
bike
around.
I used to have that my dad gave away, well, me and him were halves. And that could do, we were doing 70 k's maxing it out, because that's what it showed on the speedo. And yeah, fucking that was fast at that. When you're on something like that, that's quite fast.
I like coming from driving 200s and, you know, 250s most of my life and then 50 cc's. I remember when I hopped on it was at a 185 power band 2-stroke
Oh, yeah.
that one of my mates had at the time. And I tell you, I'd never hopped on anything so crazy in my life.
That one I had was 125 power band.
Yeah, this thing was like what, 3 or 4 times faster than that. This was just crazy, crazy fast.
No, but the thing is, we never got that. We weren't going fast enough to get my bike up to power band. If you got the power band, if you went,
Because I didn't really drive your bike that much, did I?
if you got it on the power band in the high range, your front wheels will lift off the ground. You just want to do a wheelie if you weren't careful.
No, it's crazy. Yeah, I don't remember driving it that much, to be honest.
We didn't.
I think the only time we switched bikes
Was that,
and I drove yours was that time we had an accident. I
Oh,
don't
you
really know.
did drive. We did drive mine when you didn't have a bike for a bit.
Lucky to be alive after that.
And then you got that other bike that it was a 2-wheeler or a 3-wheeler bike motor.
Yeah, it was a solid bike.
Yeah, that's the one I was driving that day.
And it hit me in the head, and you know, that's the handlebars will probably split me open, or
Oh, that's
and the
my
foot,
bike.
the
yeah.
foot peak went straight into my leg, cut my tendon in half, and you
Yeah,
know, like that was
oh,
pretty
yeah.
nuts, man.
That was.
I honestly, I could, it was so close that I think I was a 50-50 chance of dying that day.
Yeah. Oh, easy.
Yeah.
Easy could have.
Easy. It could have been a little bit more, really. But yeah. Definitely be careful. I wasn't really going to drive a bike ever again until I decided to get a little town bike and just use that just to get around in, because it's, you know, it saves money on fuel. So.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
I still want to get a motorbike one day. I just got our bills. I'm more focused on my land at the moment.
Yeah.
I want to pay that off so it doesn't get taken off me.
Well, you're in another 150 meters away or something.
Yeah, get that done. Once I pay for it, you can't use that as a bluff anymore.
Mm. Yeah, it's gonna be cool, man.
And
So
then
you get set up
I might
like
get a job up the hill and do 7 on, 7 off. I get double the pay I get now, and I work half the time. Well, I work 12-hour days, but it's only half a year. Right?
Yeah.
Instead of
Oh, having 7 on and then 7 off.
that means I can go away more and we can play your stuff.
Yeah, because you can barely get away on a weekend day, really.
Well, I can, but we
It's,
need to get away on the Friday, so we've got the full Saturday. Unless we get up real
yeah, you need to get away on a Friday morning around lunch, so time to go have some food.
and get set up.
Yeah.
It's hard. But I only work for a company with 2 people, when he's relying on a truck to deliver and stuff, while he's on the digger or the opposite way around. It's like hard because it takes twice as long as you have to jump out of the machine and go pick up a load and then come. When he could be living that load out while I'll go get another one.
Do you think there isn't like enough room for somebody else to come in and work as well? Do you think there's just enough work to keep 2 people sufficiently?
I think because our economy is not that great at the
Yeah,
moment.
no, I agree. Yeah.
Well, when everything was going good, that's when I started my business. Stocked the mines were going real well, and it was cheaper that a lot of the workers just paid me to do the lawn instead of mowing themselves, even though they had a lawnmower. I will just get someone in because I'm making good money at the time. I'm making $1,000 a week.
Wow.
That was, 15 years ago. $1,000 a week.
It's worth a lot back then.
And back then it was 4 on 4 off.
Now $1,000 a week is just enough for the living wage for a
That's
small
the,
family.
that-
Really.
You're the only one working. If 2 of you are working,
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
it's good. Yeah.
that's so good.
Key is to learn to not spend everything that
But-
comes in, but
But
I
life,
spend everything.
I've-
to be honest.
I've
I'm
just
really
come
not
to the
good at
realization
budgeting.
that it's, life isn't always about, it's not just about work. Yes, you've got to have a balance.
No, definitely a balance is definitely what I believe in too, because
Well, I reckon if you have the
I don't know about
right amount of
working
balance.
hard until you're 60 or 70 and then enjoying life.
Yeah, we're gonna get too old to be able to do shit. You can't go off-roading on quad bike because when
Everybody should
you
retire
have
when
an
they're
accident,
young
it takes you twice as long to recover.
and then work when they're really old.
I actually had an easy job.
It's personal preference, though. I mean,
Like you get the people that like my old man and that that are just workaholics and they'll just work till they
They
die.
just like the work.
They'll
yeah.
work till they die. Because
Yeah.
they say, they've got the motto, use it or you lose it. Well, I agree with that, but you don't have to work to use it.
No, but
Use
they,
your body,
yeah,
use
some
it.
people actually need to work to keep
Keep
their
it
life
up.
going. I mean, I like to keep busy though, because I find if I sit around, it gets a bit monotonous, you know, so
Yeah,
I don't
it
like
doesn't
sitting
have-
around.
Doesn't have to be work.
No, I'm always moving around, doing this and that,
Yeah.
you know, just,
I'd rather be doing stuff for myself. on
Yeah.
weekends.
exactly.
If I had my own land, I'd be building gardens, building an orchard,
Yeah, you don't,
working on my house.
there's a lot you can, you know, if you put your mind to it, there's a
Right,
lot you
see,
can do
You've got
on
it.
your own, you know.
At least you can do stuff for yourself, build, paint, even if it's just maintenance on your house. At least you're doing stuff for yourself.
Yeah, it's
No,
it's important to learn skills and
you've got to
learn how to do
make time
things.
for your, if you've got a missus, you're gonna make time for them.
I find now I don't pay anyone to fix my car. I don't pay anyone to do anything. I do everything myself, or if I don't know how to do it, I learn how to do it.
That's why you
Yeah.
need a pre-90s model, eh?
Yeah, well, I mean
Everything
that
else
yeah, that
computerised.
was pre 2000, yeah, and that was okay enough for me to work on. I bought it for 200. It didn't drive. I
Yeah,
traced
yeah,
the
that's
fuel line. There was no fuel coming out of the lines. Like it would turn over, in the car, you know. And he wasn't aware why it wouldn't start either. So you know, I took it home, towed it home, and then I took the leads off the injectors, the fuel lines off the injectors. I turned it over, and there's no fuel coming from the tank. So I realised the problem is back near the tank. So I went back there. I put a voltmeter on the fuel pump, and on the wires going to the fuel pump and the tank. And then I realised that there was power going to it. So that means that it's not a power problem, and the pump, there's no fuel coming from that pump. So then I thought, well, there must be a pump problem. So I took the pump out the tank, and then I put the fuel pump on a battery, and I listened to it, and it just gargled. It was like, it was struggling, you know. So it had a lot of like slimy stuff in it. So then I just replaced the pump, put one in it, and then she was away. And so, you know, you pick up an old dunner sometimes if you know how to fix them. You're really worth it, man. Still cost me a bit to get the tow ball and stuff like that, you know. There's a lot of money that had to sink into it, really. But to be honest, if I was to find another car, that price it still didn't cost me any more.
No,
It didn't, you know, it did
No, and I probably would still have the same problems.
probably. Yeah, no doubt. And I don't know. I'm just trying to survive by sort of learning learning things of how to do things really myself.
It's good. You need that.
Once you've done it, you got that skill, you know.
Yeah, well, you need to on that be probably good
Mm.
anyway.
And no, it's great, man. It's really great.
Yeah, change like easy things like changing your brakes and oil and your water and radiator and all those things. You shouldn't go to a mechanic because they just charge you through the roof.
Yeah, and
It only takes you half an hour.
it does, yeah.
Mm.
For me personally, that is one thing I haven't actually done by myself completely. I don't really normally do brakes. I would normally pay someone, but next time I need brakes, yes, I will be doing them. Because I haven't had to replace brakes for so many years, you know. So it's
You're not doing skids anymore.
I don't do burnouts anymore. Yeah, it's
No,
it's because I don't have a powerful enough car. When I do,
car wouldn't.
I will.
Even if,
Yeah.
I don't reckon I would, even if I did have a powerful enough car, because the price of tyres are going up through the roof.
So, yeah, you need some biscuits on there. I to be honest, like I used to, my old V8 had a good limited slip diff, and I used to enjoy doing some burnouts and that. But
Well,
the
I
drift
got a
car,
tyre the other day.
the Sylvia was definitely the best.
And that was $170 for one tyre.
Ah, fuck. That's
But that was balanced as well.
yeah. Well, you still get people burning really expensive tyres out, just to show off to the boys.
Oh, you're doing chicha,
Yeah.
the skids.
Oh, I remember. Yeah, those were cool, man. Like people would
They
just
had
take over the
drags.
streets.
They had a drags too.
But it wasn't really dangerous like it was in America. They do some really crazy stuff, man. I
They had
don't
a
recommend
drags
doing.
A drag. You can do drags.
You were allowed to do it though.
Yeah, and chicha.
Yeah.
Yeah, the police stood on
Ah.
and it was out McLean's Island on those roads. Yeah. They had it closed off. They closed it off.
That's cool. They should be allowing stuff like that because it's going to make people do it in a safe environment.
It keeps them away from racing and doing stupid things on the main streets and Christchurch. Because they used to just go around the 4 avenues and just go around about meeting up. And then they'd end off going to, say, Woolston and parking out in the car park somewhere and doing burnouts. And
Yeah. No, it's great.
I remember one night they done a burnout and it went wrong and he ended up running someone over.
Really?
Yeah.
And what happened? Did he take off or did he catch him?
Nah, well, he couldn't take off because everyone swarmed him. He tried to take off. They just swarmed the car and said, not running. And then it started a big fight
It's crazy.
because he tried
I
running over.
Well, I remember we were at this place and there was cars parked all over the road like this, and it was a country road, and it was kind of quite a small 2-laner, like if someone was going sideways, they're really taking up most of the road. And people were doing burnouts and going in between all the cars and going sideways, up the road. And one dude did it in a ute, and he popped his tyres. He was doing a burnout, just smoking it, in between all the cars parked like this the whole way along. And then he hit this car, man. His arse end hit it. He knew that he hit it, I reckon, and then he just took off, bro. And this thing was a turbed out ute. It was just turbed the hell out. He popped the tyres before that, and then he took off, and then sparks flying down the road. He took off past all the cars, and then all the boys started jumping in their cars and to chase him. And then we were in behind all them, and we didn't know how the hell he got away, but the cars were gone. Everybody was gone. It was like these guys got away so fast with these bald tyres. I don't know whether, I felt like maybe because it was out in the country, they slid off into the ditch and turned their lights off. Do you know what I mean? Like that's because for a car with pop rims, man, to get away from all these other cars, there was a lot of smoke, and that's maybe, it was just amazing. But this thing was just screamer pipe, and just shh.
Well, my car,
It's crazy.
I probably had the fastest car there, the drags. Not the drags.
Your old Skyline.
Kids. I never did burnouts. I was just there. And then everyone liked it. 'Cause I used to get Subarus and that, and the WRXs and trying to
That's crazy.
beat me at the lights, and I'd end up doing a wheelie because I'd take off too fast. It's just really weird.
Because you almost, was it full-time, full drive, or did you have to switch?
I had to switch.
Ah,
I had to
that's
switch.
insane.
Most of the time I just had it in wheel drive. But four-wheel drive was good when you were really racing it because more grip onto the road. But just cruising around.
Bro, I couldn't imagine having a GDR like that. Would be just insane. You're so lucky.
And then Shane Van Gisbergen bought it. The V8 supercar racer.
Oh,
Had its own play car.
That's crazy. Oh, let's
630 horse.
Let's get your money back. And you had some fun in it, and you
I
didn't.
didn't get all my money back.
Wow, but you didn't hurt yourself.
No,
Because those
well,
cars are
yeah,
extremely
they-
dangerous, man.
They are, because they're not they got a half a star safety rating.
Well, 600 horsepower, man. I mean, I feel. I mean, my old
I
Ford
paid
here was
30 grand.
about 350,
I
I think,
paid,
and that, I felt like that was
I
enough.
paid 20 grand for the motor. It wasn't. It only had 15,000 k's on the motor.
Shit, yeah, that's a lot, man. And I mean, did you do any work to the engine as well, or was it
I
just?
did. Yeah, I had to make it the car have
Right,
it.
man, that's worth more than
And then I
any
paid,
car that I've
I
had.
paid
Man.
12 grand for the paint job.
It's insane.
It was just green.
But yeah, but that green, that was a nice green. You know, that was a good green. I'm not really into green that much.
I
But
seen that green on a GTO and I liked it.
was it kind of like was it a mattish green?
Yeah.
Eh? Yeah.
And
Oh,
it
that's
had
nice.
it was two-tone matte.
Do you remember my old V8 that I had, the old Ford?
Yeah.
That I like that colour. That was more of a
That was
bronzy
Yeah.
colour, but I don't mind. I like sort of colours that aren't too bright. You know, just a dull kind of colour on a car. You know.
Yeah, I don't go for black anymore because if I'm doing a paint job, because everyone's got black, everyone's got silver.
Yeah.
I like that green I had. I seen it on a GTO in the Hot Balls magazine.
So
I
what
liked it.
what colour was it originally when you had it?
It was silver, the standard silver.
Do you remember us driving the little K30s, the little Corollas that we had?
Oh yeah.
1.3 litres. And then we, do you remember that day that we were racing and we were trying to get them as fast as we could go, and my one was detonating and fuel was spitting out in the exhaust and it was just backfiring, and you could see like sparks and flames coming out. It was like bang, bang, because too much fuel was going through, because I was just carburetor and a little 1300, and I've just got it ringing its tits off, but we were the same.
My one was a 1300 carbureted. That red one I had.
Yeah, that was the same car. That's what I mean. Like we had the
Yours was a
same.
rear wheel drive and mine was.
Yeah, mine was rear wheel drive, and you had the front wheel drive, but we had the same engine.
Same engine.
Yeah. We used to have a lot of fun, man, in those cars.
But
Drifting out.
mine had been done up because it didn't like going over 80 k's when I first got it. I bought that off my uncle, and it didn't like.
Hey guys,
going over
whoever's
80 k's.
watching, how's it going, man?
And then
I'll see you on the stream.
I double cammed it, or scooted it for me.
Did it?
Then I could get 130 k's out of it.
Was it before? Because I think you might have done that before we drove up the 4 mile, and we took it off roading, and
Yeah, I
then.
did that before the 4 mile.
Do you remember that day? We
got
took it
100
off roading up that hill, and it couldn't handle the sort of, not the altitude, but because we were going so
rough.
slow up,
And
and
it
it was
was
so
rough.
rough.
Yeah, it didn't
Yeah,
like
and then you got out, and the car's overheating. We're at the top of the hill on a mountain in the wild.
One click and the whole thing blew
And then you click the radiator off, and you whiff your face over it, and it just shoots straight up into your face, man.
Screwed it out sideways.
And
Wasn't it?
yeah, and there was so much
You're on-
antifreeze
you're-
and shit. You were burnt, bro. And I was like, what the hell am I gonna do? And I hadn't driven your car much. That was the first time that you kind of let me drive it back. So I drove back, and I couldn't get it into 5th gear because I didn't really know how to drive manual back then, because this is a long time ago. And I was just ringing your car out in 4th gear as fast as I could to get it back to your mum's house so we could get your face checked out.
You took it back to your dad, and then your dad checked the car and said, no, the car's fine. And it just didn't like going up the hill.
I tell you that you were lucky you didn't lose an eye, because you were pretty burnt, man.
No,
I
but
remember
my
seeing
natural
it a few days
reaction
later.
when it first blew off, I closed my eyes and go.
Don't worry, I did it after you did that. I did it too. I was on a trip in my Holden. I was going to the city, and those big old Holdens, they don't like sitting at the lights.
V8.
Nah, this was a 6, yeah. It's just the Eco Tech. Not Eco Tech.
3.8 one,
Yeah, and I put bales and I put that radiator stuff in it.
Oh yeah.
And then I opened it on my face.
That's what I ended up doing in my roller, because it had a leak in it, and I put that radiator stuff in it to block the leak. Because at first, Stan was like, you put an egg in it, and it can expand and block the hole. And I did that. Scooter had to clean to flush it out and get the egg out of it, because
But it didn't work.
It worked for
Yeah.
about one day.
It's a temporary thing. Speaking of eggs, hold up.
Right.
I actually hard-boiled a lot of eggs.
Oh.
Yeah, no, they gotta be eaten, so.
Is that?
You reminded
is
me
that, Are they use all those people?
I actually don't know. There might have been people coming and going. For all I know.
I don't know.
What are you gonna put your eggshells in?
In my cap, because I'm finished.
Okay. Yeah, I need to know.
Oh, I'll do it the cool way. I'll do it the mad way. Guys, I'll teach you something new, eh? I'll teach you something new.
These ones are actually quite easy to open compared to the some eggs that I've had. I normally don't really
What's
wait.
to tell you blow an egg out of the shell?
Oh,
I'll teach you how to do it. You crack. So what you do is you crack the top and do a little hole at the top. Then you crack the bottom, do a bigger hole at the bottom. Then you go back to the top, put it in there and cup it, and then you blow the little hole, and it should blow out the bottom, and you still have a whole shell.
you're doing it. Good job, Jim.
I've done it heaps of times.
Yeah. I'd love to see that. I always mess it up, man. Like, I always think, what the hell? No shit. Bro, man.
You gotta make sure the eggs fully hard boiled though, but
Right.
runny yolks and it's
What if it's hot though? Because like, whenever I boil
If it's
eggs,
hot, yeah, no. You gotta cool them down under warm, cold water.
whenever I'm boiling eggs, I'm always
You just crack the
open them
bottom.
too soon. And I
The you crack the bigger half, so the whole bottom's off. Then you just do it any size hole in this end and just blow.
That's great. No, I always eat it too soon, and to be honest, man, I have come out with half an egg, sometimes less, because it's hot, and I'm like, oh,
Oh, yeah, and you
you know,
peel
time
it.
crack, and it's
Yeah,
like, I keep feeling hot.
When they're cold, they don't peel the white with it.
Yeah.
But you can only do that trick if the eggs, the yolk's hard. If it's runny, you'll explode the egg. And then the yolk will be yellow.
Yeah, all I make is good.
I like to put, have soy sauce in them even like this.
Oh, yeah.
The Asian sauce.
Protein, bro.
You know? The Asian soy sauce. You just put them all on the egg.
Yeah, I like soy sauce. I don't really eat much soy sauce now that she doesn't really cook too much Chinese stuff. She cooks a lot of different food, man. Like,
Yeah.
but
The
it's
guy,
such a good cook. It's amazing.
the guy I've had, my Japanese girlfriend, she used to, she never really, she didn't eat much Western dishes like it, our dishes. It was mainly Japanese. And my Filipino girlfriend I had was all, that was all Filipino food mostly.
Hey, I'm gonna try something.
We're gonna have it
No.
now.
I'm thinking about moving that around a little bit. No, that takes you out. I was thinking of it coming from the other side, but it should be alright.
And then my American girlfriend I had was all, she was good looking, she was not huge at all, she was good. But the food was supersized. They like bigger burgers, bigger this, bigger that. It's like, oh,
What was this, the American?
yeah.
What do you mean when she cooked your burgers?
No, when she'd go for, if we went out for a meal, she'd go for supersized delivery one. Right? But she wasn't fat at all. She was skinny as like a rake handle. Right.
Fast metabolism. I think.
I'd be getting bigger and bigger. I'd go for a medium meal, it's not fucking super size.
Yeah, I have a super fast metabolism. Like, I can just sit there and eat a lot.
Yeah, see, I can eat bugger all and get fat.
But it's not a bad thing, at least because you know, to try and stay. I gotta eat a lot, you know. But lately I've been skipping my first morning meal and then I'll just have a good lunch and a good dinner. And to be honest, it works good. Because otherwise, because I'm quite active when I get up in the morning, I'm quite active as soon as I get up and moving around. So it's good that I don't eat and then just walk around and move around too much. So I just get everything done and sit down. And yeah, you know. But yeah, it's always good to exercise before you eat because it's good for your muscles and
It is.
stuff like that.
Yes, it is. It's, especially if you're having protein. Right?
It's not
Lots of
most important part.
protein. It's like you've got to do the exercise or you're just putting fat on.
Yeah.
But you need the protein to turn it into muscle. Right?
Yeah.
So, like a bodybuilder would just eat steaks, shitloads of steaks, and then do the exercise and then they'll turn it to abs or turn it to arm muscle.
Man, to afford to be able to eat that many steaks.
That's why we've got to go hunting, mate, and kill our
Oh yeah.
steaks.
Yeah, some of that venison the venison you gave me was the nicest venison I've had. It was so soft.
Yeah, you gotta get the pan real hot and sear it.
I don't know how she did it, but
You gotta sear it, and then once you've seared it, you gotta turn the temperature down and cook it slow. And then it should just melt in your mouth. Not be chewy, eh?
yeah, she cooked it so good, man.
She would have done it with lots of flavours, did she? So it wouldn't have tasted like venison.
It's hard to adjust. No, she didn't flavour the venison actually, and I was very surprised that it was actually so nice. I don't think she flavoured it. It was a little while ago, but
I normally just marinate it in plum sauce and soya sauce, and as I'm cooking it, put salt and pepper.
yeah.
And then you leave it in the marinade for at least an hour before you cook it, so it soaks it up. Because venison can be dry, because there's no fat.
The mince I wasn't that much of a fan of.
And
But I wonder where these views are coming from. Whether they're coming from us, they won't be. I don't think they are, but maybe it is because I constantly keep refreshing the page. So I think if we don't press anything now and it gets another one, then we know that we are getting some slight,
yeah, because it's
Can't
a
use. You know.
5 views. How long have we been going for?
1 hour.
Oh,
Mm.
that's cool. Yeah, so.
Man, that door, it looks like, our door looks like something out of a horror movie. You know,
Yeah,
we really need to liven up the studio a little bit. Like,
Yeah, we do.
I think we need a tree in the corner and.
It's Christmas, don't we? Should have a Christmas.
Nah, yeah, I got a tree out there. We don't really celebrate it that
We
much.
need, no, we're not into that.
Nah. It's nice to spend time with family.
No, if we're streaming to America, right, it's Christmas right now.
Oh, is it?
About a day behind
Today?
us.
Oh, this.
About a day behind us, right?
Oh,
18 hours behind us.
yeah, that's crazy. But it really is the same time. To me, it's like, yeah. I feel like we need to move some stuff around. Like, 'cause I'm start moving around, I'm thinking the studio kind of needs to be
That's right.
organized. I feel like this needs to almost come back over this way.
Like that there is my American girlfriend.
She's hot. She's hot, man. Show the camera.
No, I don't want to.
We're gonna see you, man. Come on. Nah, it's okay.
No, I'm not showing the camera.
Alright. It's pretty nice. Though. Yeah, I like the American accent. It's quite sexy too. Yeah. But I do have a thing for Chinese girls. You know, Chinese ladies. So good.
Yeah, nah.
And
I like my Kiwi girl.
yeah,
Like,
that's good. I think it doesn't really matter. I think it's just all about, you know, your
that's
attraction to
chemistry. You've got to have chemistry
them. Yeah,
with the person.
I agree. What do you reckon about the situation? I feel
I feel like
maybe
it's
if the
okay.
camera was no, like the cameras are they in the right area? I think they are.
Nothing there.
I think we're doing pretty well with where they're placed.
No.
We don't necessarily need to.
No.
But I feel like this. I feel like this was supposed to actually come over my way, like be able to.
I feel-
Oh, I know why. It's the cable tie, bro.
Oh, because it's not in that.
No, and I'm wondering what the fuck.
Yeah, we'll be the cable guy. Yeah, so who's got any adventure stories now? We need we found a pair of scissors on night.
No, I don't know. I don't have a knife, so.
Alright.
I made that a 40-ounce peanut butter sandwich.
Thank you. No.
No, bro.
I reckon it is that, because it's meant to be open like that top one.
Bro, that computer heats this whole room up.
I know. That's why I'm feeling like the fan needs to be blown on that as well as this.
It's crazy heating.
Mm-hmm. It'll be nice in the
There's a
winter.
computer in each room, and then we're right.
Just have the door open, it'll be, don't get the heat out of this room. Oh. Don't read it. That's good yourself. I think it would you refreshing that all the time. I feel like you're gonna back yourself.
That's alright.
You're quiet.
Oh. That's crazy. Alright. Now,
Is that better?
I hope so. Yeah, bro.
That's how it's meant to be. Like that. Like I'm like myself.
No, we don't have screens now, but
We're probably done enough screaming now, haven't we?
yeah.
That's gone for like, what, an hour and a half? An hour and 20 minutes?
Man, if I knew that,
Hour and 11.
I knew that.
That's how it's meant to be.
That would have saved me a lot of time. I was trying to sit over in that corner, but this is great. Now I can move it right over to me. I can actually be sitting over here now.
Yeah, which is kind of better.
That's brilliant. Alright.
Oh well, I think I've done enough, wouldn't it?
Yeah, we might stop the stream anyway. Alright. Ladies.
Thank you guys for listening.
Sure.